Alrighty, we're going to be showcasing Alex Pereira, who's going to be taking on Jiri Prochazka for the light heavyweight title, taking on this Israel Adesanya in the middleweight division. And we're going to look to utilize a lot of what Alex likes to do. Good catch of the body teep. Now, Adesanya in this game is significantly better than what he was in UFC 4. Part of that was the removal of the tall man tax. Now, that also benefits Alex Pereira, and he was already pretty good. He was arguably like a lot better to use than Adesanya. But his pressure, his health stats, the man is basically a titan. And he's also embraced the meme, the Poatan stone face meme. But, you know, he's not just a dude. I mean, the power is an attribute that not a lot of people are blessed with, right? They're not blessed with that. But he has a system that works off of feinting with his shoulder. He was able to catch Strickland, feinting with his shoulder, dipping down low with the body, and then coming on top with the left hook just like that. He also likes to go to the body jab into the rear uppercut, so we're going to try to do that as well. Adesanya switch to southpaw, right? So let's go here. Now, it's usually best to try to go for that body jab to the rear uppercut when you're pressed against the cage. It's one of his glory fights. I forgot who it was against. We are going to make sure that we do not let this Adesanya bait us there. Although that was a nice change-up. Going to the body instead. Beautiful boxing combos mix up from Adesanya. Uh-oh. Mistimed that one. We're going to make sure. Notice we're circling back in. Whoa. Beautiful clinch work. Now, Adesanya in the first fight, he tried to utilize the clinch against Alex, and it kind of backfired. Well, first MMA fight, obviously. And it backfired on him. Mainly because he just tried to sit in those positions and kind of just use it as a means to stifle the pressure. In the second fight in MMA, he was able to use it more so to kind of get out of position. Good job. We're going to make sure we stand our ground. Beautiful, evasive. Body teep. Back to the body. Back to the body once more. Now he's trying to go for like the short-term block breaking, long-term block breaking. Good end of that first round. So, much to a lot of people don't recognize this. Like, you don't have to go straight for a 3-4 piece combo to quote-unquote block break or whatever. You can play the long-term game, which is where you're trying to land cleaner shots or whatever, right? You try to land those cleaner shots. That was a nice pivot. And you're playing with the timing of your opponent's defensive reaction. So a lot of guys at a base level, they see the double jab and in the cross, that's usually what they end up going with. But if you land a double jab, you wait a second, you see what they do defensively after, now you make the read to where you go jab lead hook. Alex, to that extent, when he's crowding his opponents, does a lot of changing up the cadence and the rhythm of his strike. And that's proven to be very well. We're going to start to up the aggression with the left hook. And I want to draw out a specific response from Adesanya. Try to dig to the body. There we go. And he's doing a fantastic job circling. Managed to block that in time. Block counter. Now Adesanya's playing with fire. He is not respecting the shots coming back his way. Slips right into the left hook. Take out the base leg. And we're going to be smart here because he can still draw us into a counter. Back to the block counter hook. I guarantee you, the next time he goes for that combination, he's going to try to end it with a head kick. Cut him off. To the body. Adesanya's hurt. He's wilting a little bit. Notice we're attacking the open side where that cut's opened up. He needs to play a different game. But right now, he's playing a little bit too stubborn. Told you he was going to end it with the head kick. Managed to mitigate the damage. Spinning back kicks to the body. Back to the left. Look at his body health. His body health already round 2. If Adesanya is getting cooked. Watch this, watch this. See that? See that? See what he's trying to do? I know the game. I know the game. Let's go into the body. Go for trip. No, head kick. He is not respecting whatever we're throwing right back in the middle. Now with Alex against Jiri Prochazka, Jiri, there's a lot to be made about him being this wild fighter, but I don't think against somebody like Alex. Now he can absolutely catch him. Let's not act like he can't catch him. But it's concerning when I see somebody getting caught the way they were against Glover Teixeira and needing to come back win. And I see Jamal Hill have a much cleaner performance against said champion, right? I knew you were going to go for that. Okay. Rock him again. So I think Alex is going to put on a nasty clinic on Jiri Prochazka. The body. Damn, Adesanya is bloodied up and hurt. Followed through with the knockdown at the end of round 2. It is looking brutal for Adesanya. Now, Jiri Prochazka, what he does do well is that he is supremely confident. Even if he is not the most technical fighter, he thrives in chaos. And Alex, even though he's also an extremely tactical fighter in the octagon, we saw his tendency against Adesanya. Once he gets comfortable, we see somebody gets hurt, he starts to unload on the guard of his opponent. Adesanya was able to capitalize and see the counter. And he's not the first fighter to do that. You know, there's openings against lesser fighters. Openings that lesser fighters have found against Alex Pereira. And we're able to utilize that said. Let's see if we can go for a check hook. Nope. I want to try to see if I can go for the fade back check hook. Knock him down. Low. But whoa. Oh, that brother, you have been damaged way too much. Yeah, that is bad. You can see his cuts. You can see his. Yep, it's over. Wow, doctor stoppage on Israel Adesanya with Alex Pereira. I mean, that was a bad cut. You cannot afford to keep pressing forward, eating a lot of shots, and going for the same strikes. Now, he had a really good game plan at first. He was doing a really good job circling. But when he started getting hurt, instead of assessing the situation and reading what I was looking to set up, he kept bringing himself to the fire. And with somebody like Adesanya, you don't have to do that. You have outside weapons. You have so many options available. But the doctor is called in.
The doctor has called a stop to this fight.
Called a stoppage. Alex Poatan Pereira. Alrighty, that's a good one to get done. So in terms of alter egos, I know it's cool. The not Anderson. What the hell am I talking about? Little Naruto Shinobi headband. It's cool. Don't get me wrong, but when I think alter ego, I think of things for like the older fighters that had a specific era where they had a prime, right? That's what I'd rather see alter egos beyond. Now this Adesanya is cool, but I don't really see a point for this one, especially because he plays very similar to the Adesanya that we already have. So not much like Rugby Volk, I don't really see much of a point for this one. But the game plan stays the same. He's probably going to jump. Interrupt that there. Now this Adesanya is actually showing the strength in retreating. It's making it very difficult to cut him off. Oh, is he actually going to try to grapple? I know he's not. I mean, he took the opportunity. Make sure we work, and try to cut him off. Because this is a much smarter Adesanya already in comparison to before. Back here. That knee overpowers so much. Trying to build off of our feints into bigger combinations. And now he's starting to catch our body teeth. So we're going to go. Question mark kick. Back to the body. As he whips. We'll see what we can do here. No, much smarter Adesanya player than before. Much smarter Adesanya player. Doing a better job of recognizing his role in the fight, as I am the person pressuring. I'm trying to bring the action to him. Oh my God. Look at that. I made one mistake and he countered. Beautiful. Should not have gone for that head kick. I was just giving you so many compliments too. Back to the front kick. Now we're already up in this round. We don't have to go for anything too crazy. He's the one that has to go for something big here. Oh shit! I did not expect him to throw an uppercut at the end there, so bad decision making on my part there, but we still finished the round strong. We ended up ending with a knockdown. Very competitive round. Very competitive round. And trying to stick to character too is probably like the harder part. You should probably start using a little bit more of our calf kicks when he's circling off to the left. Block counter. Back to our kicks. And the feint of the kicks. There we go. The threat of the kick, excuse me. Greatly change our opponent's defense, because I realize now he hasn't been using anything like leg kicks. It's mainly the teeps, head strike kicks, body kicks, but nothing in a leg kick category, which is interesting because he has Adesanya. Poatan doesn't land for us. Back to the calf kick. Not protecting that side at all. Now watch, when he gets us to back up after the cross, that is when he's going to look to go for the head kick. I promise you. See that? Tactical Adesanya. And this is where like the player base has gotten so much better than before. Like in UFC 3, when there was like a new system of striking, we weren't likely to see players get this much better. But with all content creators uploading so much content on counters, just tutorials in general, players get better. The player base in EA UFC has just gotten better with their defense and their offense. At least the players that actually want to learn, you know? The only time this individual really wants to go for kicks is like specific meta combination kicks. And this is where learning a specific meta can prove to be detrimental. And now he's starting to make the same mistake. He's starting to make the same mistake that the other Adesanya did. He's not giving himself a chance. not giving himself a chance at all to recover. Uh-oh, he throws a flying knee. Hey, if he wants to turn to a firefight, we can do that. I mean, we can do that too. And the elbow is postured right back up. Back to the elbow. Finish him with the ground and pound and full guard. It's just something that the players are not respecting the damage icons much. They really aren't. Especially that doctor stoppage icon. You see the doctor stoppage icon, and you see where you are damaged. You got to pay attention. You have to pay attention. He got busted up bad. You continue to press forward. And the more damage that icon gets, you're taking increased damage to that area. I don't know the percentages just yet, but you are taking increased damage to those areas once those icons start to appear. And if you don't relax for 30 seconds, I mean, you're just doing yourself a huge disservice. I like to see those damage icons start to affect stamina a little bit more too, but that's a topic for another discussion. Then we're going to afford to get one more fight in. That's a really, really good W to get with Alex. Absolutely perfect going against Sean Strickland. And it's been announced that Sean Strickland is taking on Dricus du Plessis for his first title defense. And now, you know, that fight's going to be a very interesting one. It's going to be a very interesting bout because du Plessis, not a lot of credit has been given to his film study on Rob. As awkward and herky-jerky as the striking may be, it may not look the prettiest. And of course, he does rely on a couple of attributes. The man is smarter than most people give him credit for. And of course, the things that we've said about Israel Adesanya not capitalizing on with Sean Strickland, du Plessis can kind of do the same thing. And he will have a little bit more confidence. He hasn't been finished in the UFC, obviously. Undefeated in the UFC currently. But Sean Strickland, you know, he's been knocked out by the likes of the man we're using right now, Alex Pereira, which isn't, you know, you get knocked out by Alex. It's not exactly a bad thing. The man hits like a goddamn tank. Of course, that left hook of his is a monster. But Sean Strickland's cardio, especially since his buff, he's been, whoa! Hey! Oh, Dickland. Uh-oh. Sean Strickland's overextending himself. It's actually something that Adesanya had thought that Strickland would be like. You know, he'd be reaching for a lot of shots, and he stayed really composed. Much different with Jiri Prochazka. Jiri Prochazka is probably going to be the type that's going to overextend himself. He's going to maybe come out a little bit patient when he first fights Alex Pereira. But I don't think that patience is going to last for long. I really don't. I think it's just going to be a matter of time before Alex finds the shot that he needs to find. And Strickland's doing a really good job. You know, Strickland does have a good perk. Whenever he goes forward, gets a nice buff in the footwork. Second time this guy's thrown a hook counter instead of an uppercut. He's definitely trying to time. Yeah, but he's definitely trying to time how many shots he lands on the guard. He's trying to crowd me to the fence. Remember, the rule that we have with Strickland, I mean, it's not Strickland, with Pereira, we cannot allow ourselves to get pushed past this black line. We cannot allow it to happen. Good end to the round. Get a fight fire with fire there. That pressing of the cardio, it all comes down to the short-term stamina in exchanges. Of course, if you're faster and you have better power, that's really important too. But what makes guys like Sean Strickland, Max Holloway very annoying to deal with is that despite the quote-unquote lower end of the power spectrum, they have high-level moves. Alex also has high-level moves. cardio's not at the same level as Strickland. So when I whiff, and this Strickland tries to go and throw a 3-4 piece combination at me, and if he tags me, it won't be well. So we have to stay really disciplined. Discipline's going to be the name of the game. Try to work the body. And I want to draw out a specific response. He's going to jump again. With the body. He does not feel comfortable on the feet. You see? Now, I think what we're going to have to stop doing, we're going to stop trying to pull counter. Because what he's waiting to do, that I'm noticing, he's waiting for me to go for my defensive action. He's busted up his eye. Waiting for me to go for my defensive action, and then trying to catch me as my head returns back to the center line. See that? This is where we don't want to be. Good. Watch. I guarantee you. I guarantee he's going to try to look the pull and pull. Well, trying to go for the basic overhand. Let's see. Yeah, we got to focus up for this one. Uh-oh. Damn, what do we have to do to fucking cut Sean Strickland? Or at least knock him down. Did it give him that much of a health buff? Up. We cut him. We cut him. The power of Alex is live now. The power is live. Tried to poker face it for as long as he could. The power is live. Okay. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Ooh. Almost caught us the same way Adesanya got caught, but no, that's not going to be us. That is not going to be us. Let's go to stacked. Left hook for the finish and stacks. And he rage quits. And he rage quits. And you know what? That's how we're going to end the showcase. Couple key things he was doing there with Sean that was really good. Like, a lot of times your overreaction can cost you fights. Like, you're so ready to jump the trigger to show your like counter striking or the defense that your opponent's just gonna wait for you to take yourself out of position. And I was noticing that when I was moving my head and when I was throwing shots at him, he really wasn't trying to counter right away. He just kind of waited me to throw my shot and immediately trying to fire off right after. So once we dialed that back and we started to out-time him at his own game, we started to land cleaner shots. So that's going to be the last one for this Alex showcase. I think this was a really good, hopefully you guys really enjoyed this. As for his fight this weekend against Jiri Prochazka, I really hope that he comes out on top. Not just because I think the guy's fighting style is pretty cool, but for all the memes that are going to come out after. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Like, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. You guys, 3 good fights. 3 good fights. And I'm glad, hopefully, hopefully my boy wins. But that's going to be it for the showcase from Pereira 17. I appreciate all of you. I'm out of here.